Now you went to California, did you?
Sure did. Went doing news out there as well, and it didn't go well. I was number one, but I was on NBC.
Yeah.
NBC that's pretty big, you know. And so I was number one, but I wasn't comfortable because there was a continuing effort to combine entertainment and news. I thought that was an improper use of news. Yeah. I honored the people I was telling. I knew intrinsically that everything that came out of my mouth when it was news, it was going to be very important. I knew that when I said that so-and-so, this person at 33 Newport Way has been picked up for drugs. I knew that 30 seconds was going to be the worst day in somebody's life.
Yeah.
The worst thing that will have happened to him and his family. I knew I had to get it right, and I knew I had to give them and all of those who are watching, I had to give them the respect that they deserved, because this was going to be a terrible day in their lives, and I had to respect that. And the folks in California at KNBC and in the other cities where I had worked as well did not always respect the audience as much as I felt they should. And they, for instance, I remember we had a drive-by shooting in South Central LA, and they had a show on NBC. It was a cop show, a very big hit, and a fellow was portrayed a policeman, and my general manager said to me, "We can get him. We can get so and so, this star, this television. And he has studied, and he knows." And said, "Little girl has been shot, 9-year-old girl, dead. He has a show on that subject about children and how to deal with them in this." And I said, and he said, "We should do that as a segment." And I said, "I'm not going to do that as a segment." I said, "The little girl is dead. That young woman. This is not a trauma show. It's news. This is this little girl. You know, the actor, playing a little child that this man is pretending to be she's going to get up and she's going to go home, and she's going to go to school the next day. That little girl is never, ever going anywhere again." And I've just told the people about that. And this young actor, great actor, I'm sure, but he has nothing to tell me that I can tell that person. I've done my job, which is to tell somebody the worst thing that's ever happened to them in their life. And this young man can't help me do that. He can't, so I won't do that. And so that was from the beginning. I had that attitude, which I had always had here, and always had in Lexington.
Was everybody like
And that, because I was a newsman now, and I cannot pretend to be anything else. No. And so I said I won't do it. So the general manager said, "We're not going to get along, are we?" And I said, "No." I said, I hope we will. I hope that you will come to think that I believe that I'll make our newscast number one, and for a long period of time. I think that in Los Angeles, California, I think that person who is sitting at home will get what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I know that I'm not cheating. I'm not making any of it up, and I'm not pretending to be anything. I'm going to be telling them the truth. They could count on me doing that. I may be wrong. I may be wrong, but it's not because I'm lying. It's because I got it wrong.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, as I did in Cincinnati, Ohio, and in Lexington, Kentucky, if I got it wrong, I got back on that same time. This is the next day, and I say, I made a mistake yesterday. And I told them that they have to be able to rely on me doing that. And I did that. So that's why I felt it was a comeback between me and the audience. Always felt that.